coffee. The following views expressed within this video are my own opinion. I'm not stating that this is the same for any and everyone who played this game, and I want to point out I am not a great player, but I'm not a bad player. I'm a pretty decent / good player who does not play competitively in any aspect except for Griffball back on previous Halo games. With that out of the way, I'd like to wish you guys a very good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and cephalopods, and this is my opinion on what is wrong with Halo 5's multiplayer. With the release of Halo 5 last week on the 27th of October 2015, and I just wanted to clarify for anyone who might be watching in the future who's watching this, obviously myself, as a massive Halo fan, who's been following the franchise since the very beginning when I was nothing but a wee little tot, I was very excited for Halo 5. It seemed like a very good Halo. I did not enjoy Halo 4 all that much, the multiplayer in particular, and that ending, that was very sad. Cry. But Halo 5, it was good. I've enjoyed it. I was excited for it. Recently, in this past week, my view on it has changed. I would not go as far to call myself disappointed with the game, because personally I love it. I just think that there are a few things that are wrong with the multiplayer, and with that said, let's just get straight into the points I want to make, shall we? Spawns! The issue I have with spawns is that they are literally probably the most broken spawns I have ever had the mispleasure of spawning on in the history of Halo. The main culprit of this is arena matchmaking. The spawns are on top or within sightlines of the enemy team a good chunk of the time. And what I mean by that is that not just you can see the enemy team, but if a team stands in the center of the map, or if a team stands in strategic points, they will most likely see where you have spawned and be able to attack you before you even know where they are. And also, the spawns are in no way at all random. You will spawn in the same locations countlessly, meaning spawn kill after spawn kill after spawn kill. Unlike several other Halo games where if you die, you will spawn somewhere randomly, over on the other side of the map. The spawns, in my experience with arena matchmaking, are set determined points every time. You die here, you will spawn here, no matter what. Which means teams are able to coordinate and spawn kill you. Which, there's nothing wrong with being a coordinated team, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, there's no way of getting out of it once you're in it. And, which, unless you are the well-coordinated team using voice chat and whatnot, it's not very fun. And obviously, the easy way of you guys disputing my point here is just by saying, get good, kid, learn the shit, then you won't have a problem. But again, this is my opinion, and I do not find playing games like that fun. I don't want to go into custom games and learn all the spawns and figure out all this stuff. I've just noticed a recurring pattern with spawns. And it is, in all honesty, the same for Warzone as well. Now, because it is an objection-based style game type, you'd think I would be a little more understanding with this. Well, you'd be wrong in thinking that, because instead of preset spawn points, you now have preset spawn zones. And with heavy weapons and tanks or air vehicles placed in front of all the said spawns, or attacking said spawns constantly, it isn't very fun, and it is unescapable, and you just get so many problems with Warzone because of it. Which leads on to my next point of what I think is personally wrong with Halo 5 multiplayer. Warzone Rex. The in-match Rex system for Warzone is good. I would never say perfect, but it is alright. The words power lock come into mind when I think of the problems with Warzone. If one team gets ahead or controls early on with vehicles, and that's it, game over. You will get spawn killed and pushed back from base to base until they are pouring whipped cream all over your core and licking it up with their volley of SMGs. It is incredibly broken. The thing that I personally believe that they can use to stop the power lock is that they, one, remove one grenade from when each team spawns. So I'm talking, this is for the whole game. I think they had this in Halo Reach Invasion as well, where you only had one grenade, sorry, not game, one grenade. And they only have one, and that's it for the game. Unless you are put down to the core. If you're put back to the core, and the enemy team is assaulting you, you will then have 2 grenades until you take back another base. And once you take back another base, you will keep the grenades that you have. So say you spawn just before you take over a base, you would have both grenades. But as soon as you throw that second grenade, that's it for the second grenade. No more 2 grenades for you, it's just one single grenade. Point 2. Should a team lose all their bases, their rec points should gradually increase at a double rate or some sort of improved rate to what they are. And they should earn rec points faster than the attacking team. And the attacking team will have not have any handicap whatsoever. So it will still remain mostly on player skill. They were very strict on like, oh, this is going to be a very competitive game. I don't think it is, especially when it comes to Warzone. I understand Warzone might necessarily not be a competitive game type, but I feel like they created Warzone solely because people couldn't complain that it is wholeheartedly competitive. I forgot what the word is there. And the reason I feel like they're trying to push this whole competitiveness is because of the HCS, or HCT, whatever it is. The Halo Championship thing that they keep going on and on and on about. I think there's even skins for it, which you can get for your weapons. I don't necessarily remember, that might not be cool. True, there is a HCS skin for some of the weapons. I don't know if that is for the Halo Championship whatever or not. I could just be wrong and it could just be a coincidence. I didn't really bother looking into the skins. But that's what I feel like that is. They are just pushing that out the wazoo. They are making a wazoo, whatever a wazoo is. They are inventing a wazoo and then just shoving it all in their wazoo and then pouring their wazoo all over us. And it's just not fun. Back to the point I was making. The attacking team won't have any handicap, so it'll still remain on player skill. And to be honest, they don't even have to do that. I understand that might not be a very popular go-to for a lot of people, and so alternatively they could just buff the core. The core can be taken down by 4 teams of a 4-man team of just SMGs. And if they buff the core up, that's not going to happen, which will give the team who are defending their core a lot more time to defend and build up a force, get their rec points, to fight back rather than being beaten in one short rush of a team of SMGs and a couple of Ultra Ghosts. And honestly, they need to do that because it's just killing Warzone. It's all great if you're the team that's winning, but I know a lot of people who have just stopped playing Warzone. And they're not enjoying Arena that much either because of the same issues that I've brought up. So I'm probably not going to stop playing Halo 5 because of these problems. I'm still enjoying it. I'm not one to rage eat a video game. Obviously, it can be annoying at times when this shit just keeps going on, but I'm not raging at it. It can be enjoyable. There are still those classic Halo moments, but it has, in a way, there are those classic Halo moments, but it's lost its feel of Halo. If you were playing Halo 3 or a previous Halo and you see a team, say for instance you're an Avalanche, the Halo 3 snow map, not Snowbound, Avalanche, the Forerunner base, like the Covenant bases, it's sort of a U-shape with a little bridge in the middle and stuff like that. It was a remake of the Halo 1 map, I believe. If you're an Avalanche, yeah, you're running down across the snow plains from Blue Base across towards where the active camo spawns, and you see a Hornet and 2 Warthogs come around that thing. You suddenly get filled with a feeling of dread, like this is impossible, and I wouldn't say adrenaline starts pumping, but something starts happening where you obviously go into sort of a gaming overdrive. That's what they've made the feel for Halo 5 completely. There is no more fun in playing multiplayer. They've also completely removed custom games by the looks of it. There doesn't seem to be any custom games. They've taken away... Well, there are custom games, but it's just literally, again, the same competitive game types that you get on matchmaking. They're taking away random weaponry. There's no infection anymore. There's just... It's like they've taken all the fun out of Halo because they're just trying to push the HCS. They're trying to make Halo an esport again, but they're pushing it way too much. And I can only imagine that this might be some sort of marketing plan to bring Halo back into the esports community and stuff, because I know it's not as big anymore, or at least it wasn't. I don't know about it now, but that's how I feel. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please tell me. I want to hear your guys' opinions. If you don't think I'm right on any of this, I would like to hear what you have to say. I want to hear from the voices of the people watching this video. I want to know what your opinions are on this game. And actually, in thinking about it, honestly, besides the fact that the ranking system is a little bit broken, because you can play really badly and get carried up to be an Onyx, or play really well but be in bad teams and lose a couple of matches and end up in gold even though you're supposed to be in Onyx. So I think that's broken, and it personally doesn't work all that much up to a very good standard. And rec packs are kind of pretty much a little fake facade to hide the fact that 343 are pushing microtransactions. I cannot think of anything else to say off about the matchmaking. I might do a video on the campaign, but the campaign did only just come out, and so I don't want to risk any spoilers or anything, so I might not do that. But yeah, and so that's it. That's it for everything I have to say about what I think is bad about Halo 5 matchmaking. And I want to point out again, this video is not me telling people not to buy Halo 5. It's just one random guy on the internet stating his opinion about the game. And I'm not telling anyone that they shouldn't buy Halo 5, and I'm not saying Halo 5 is bad. In all honesty, I want people to buy this game because I want them to support 343, because I did enjoy it. I still do, and I love Halo, and 343 are now Halo. There's just a lot of stuff which is getting abused and being found out as broken, and it's ruining the game, and I just really wanted to rant. This is all this video is. It's a glorified rant. And really, in closing, Halo 5 is good, but be warned, it does have its bad points. And that's it. That's all I have to say. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Please leave your opinions about my opinions. If you want to call me a giant fuckhead, please do. Just leave it all down in the comment section. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys had a lovely day, and I'll see you next time, and yeah, much love, guys.